Alright, well, good news. The R10002 is alive. In fact, it was never not alive. I think I was just impatient and didn't let it boot up. So it is actually working. For some reason, it decided to turn itself on, which I thought was a reason, little symptoms of it not working, but it is fine. So, I'll just show you the specs of this one. So this one is an R10000, 175 megahertz, 256 meg RAM, so really quite a nice amount of RAM. And yes, and this one has RX 6.5, and it has the demos that I wanted to show you. So, a couple of things. I think the graphics in these is called CRM. Every O2 has the same graphics capability from the R5000 all the way to the 12000, which is a little bit disappointing because the Indies you could upgrade the graphics, the O2s you fixed. I also believe that the O2s run a bit slower as you increase the resolution, which is a bit disappointing. So, I've got power flip here. If you remember correctly, the Indie did it 30 frames a second with wireframe, and this here we're getting 30 frames a second with textures. So as you can see, way quicker. Now if I go on to wireframe mode, more frames a second. In fact, not as much more as I thought. So, oh, here we go, it's going up to 40. So basically, yeah, you can do texturing really quite easily on the O2, and it is well quicker. So it makes for some nice graphics. And there are a couple of other demos that are good. This texture cube, you can actually load your own textures onto it, I think, but this is a demo that the O2s come with, and as you can see, it really is very quick. I believe the O2s actually came out in '96, so for their age, really very good performance. You can upgrade them to about 1 gig of RAM, so then you can get some crazy amount of textures running on them that you couldn't really do until quite later on in the PC world. So that's pretty cool. So yes, I think those are the main tests I wanted to really show. There are a few other games, the BZ Flag, which is pretty cool, and then here's the, you can see this test is way quicker than the Indie as well, and you get some nice texturing on the actual sharks. BZ Flag, I wonder if this is actually going to, I think it needs to join a server. I might just give it a try. Must enter a server. No server hosted. But that there is sort of a nice sort of demo of the graphics performance of the O2. So significantly better than the Indie, and that's where it is quite nice. Even I think the demos have texturing on them that the Indies don't. Some nice sounds and graphics. So yes, I'd love to upgrade this one a bit more at some point with a faster CPU, but it is quite a good little machine. So I think that's pretty much all for the Indies now. What I might try and do next is fire up the O2. No, not the O2, the Octane. It is a bit of a beast, and we can actually run Quake 3 on it, which is... I actually think I did try it on this, but next to impossible. In fact, I wonder... Quake 3, did I get this working? This is not working. Don't think I got it working, unless I got Quake 1 working. I think it's very slow, and this looks like software texturing. But yeah, it actually runs Quake really quite nicely. I'm pretty sure this is software rendering. Maybe not. Looks pretty good actually. A bit pixelated. It's only running 640, but yeah, LAN. Go buy a $30,000 machine and play Quake on it. Sounds pretty fun to me. All right. Well, I might have to do a retro LAN of SGI machines at some point. Anyway, so that's the O2s. Quake, yeah, you definitely wouldn't be able to run Quake on an indie, so if you wanted to run a few little retro games, then the O2 does have that benefit. It is quite a bit noisier, in my opinion, than the indie. And the indie, you can fit in more places, simply because it's flat, the pizza box style machine. So I would, first machine, buy an indie. Once you're bored with that, get an O2. Once you're bored with that, get an Octane, and then you're probably done.